the sake of use, and I'll wait until the Archbishop gets to the end of this line and turns to go towards the England team, and then I will start my introduction. It's a nice picture, Roy. A most distinguished guest of honour here tonight, the most Reverend Robert Runcie, Archbishop of Canterbury. Enthusiastic football fan, supporter of Luton Town. Already the Swiss team have been introduced to him, and now it's the turn of England with their captain of the night, Mick Mills. Peter Shilton on the left of the picture there. It's his turn to keep goal. Ray Clements unwell at the moment. And England, having got a really warm welcome from a growing crowd here at Wembley tonight. A mildish sort of evening, right when they want to make it hot for the Swiss. The officials at the end of that line, all from Holland. The national anthems of the two countries. Well, as the Archbishop goes away to the royal box, let's take a check on the two teams. The England manager, Ron Greenwood, has asked for the public to give his team all the support they can. Well, this is the side he's chosen. England with changes forced on them through injury. No Kevin Keegan, that remains a big blow. No Phil Thompson, that's a blow also. And a much-changed side since that defeat in Romania. Manager Ron Greenwood has opted for experience. The average age of the side is 28. Significant night for Brian Robson of West Brom, who changes from midfield to a sweeper's role. And his skipper Mick Mills moving from full-back up to the midfield. The Swiss, meanwhile, have been licking their wounds after losing at home to Norway 3 weeks ago. They brought back Eric Bergner to goal, Hans-Georg Pfister to the attack, and they give a first cap to a 20-year-old defender, Alan Geiger, who's only been out of the Swiss Army for 10 days. It's a night when football has a real international look to it. Tony Woodcock of England, who flew in from his club in West Germany, FC Cologne, and opposite him tonight, a Cologne teammate. It's René Botteren wearing the number 11 shirt for the Swiss, and he's their captain tonight. The referee is a Dutchman, Jan Keizer, whose last visit to England was in stranger circumstances. He refereed the West Ham Castilla game that was played behind closed doors at Upton Park. He's kneeling down. And you need to get him before he goes up to toss up. So Switzerland get us away in red shirts, white shorts, attacking the goal to our left. And the thing that encouraged them a little bit, in spite of that defeat against Norway, is that the last two visits here to Wembley, they've both times got away with a draw. But here they're straight away under pressure from Terry McDermott, and it needed Botteren to get right back there, conceding a corner to England in the first 20 seconds of the game. The Swiss drew here 0-0 in 1977, which was Ron Greenwood's first match as England's manager, and 1-1 in 1971. It's going to be Tony Woodcock with the corner for England. And a deep one there, straight to Bergner, who in that 0-0 draw in 1977 was a real Swiss hero that night. So he's got very happy memories of Wembley. Now it's Pfister for Switzerland on the far side, a side that showed against Norway 3 weeks ago that they do counter-attack very well indeed. Although it was a great shock for them to have been beaten. Here's Elsener making good ground there. Schönenberger almost got a touch there, and there's Tanner right in here as well. There's no whistle yet. Played in again here once more to Pfister, but Phil Neal getting in very quickly there, as he needed to do, to cut that out very quickly. It was beginning to look a little bit unpleasant there for England. And a throw for them now to be taken by Steve Coppell. First target for England tonight must be to win, and the second target after that must be to win well. It's Hermann back to goalkeeper Bergner, 29 years old. Pfister very deep indeed. And it was Botteren who came in there and got the ball away from Brooking. England's throw. René Botteren used to be an orthodox outside left and a very tricky one, but now plays much more in the middle of the field. Robson playing it forward here for Woodcock. Pfister in there for Switzerland. And another throw for England, Brooking to take it. Woodcock being watched by Hermann. Brooking with the cross. Simpson trying to get something on the turn there. Brooking will get to this before it goes over. Gets a lovely cross in there. It'll come there. Oh, and just wide there from Terry McDermott. Well, it's Brooking's favourite position to get those left foot crosses in, and it was a deeper one than the Swiss expected. Going right to that byline there. A very deep cross, and it fell for McDermott, but it was just wide. Free kick for Switzerland. Verley with it, finding Tanner. Barberis. And this is Elsner. To Heinz Hermann, the number 3. Into Pfister again. Barberis. And Robson again, breaking it up. It's Mills. Played there towards his Ipswich teammate Paul Mariner. Dave Watson. A lot will depend upon the combination of Watson and Robson here. They've not played together, of course, as a combination at the back. And here's Brian Robson now. And taken out of the play. And a free kick for England. It was the little striker Schönenberger who did the damage. Now Koppel. Played on again for Phil Neal. Koppel again, a chance maybe for him to break in there. The cross coming in deep there. Mariners on the far side, and it's Hermann who's just belted the ball in the air. Now where's this going to land? Just onto the roof of the net. But the Swiss were panicking there, and England get a corner. It's going to be Woodcock again to take it. Mariners in the 6-yard area. Watson is just beyond it. Woodcock with the corner for England. Mariners made a run towards the near post. They got that away without great difficulty, and Mills proceeded to hit it way over. Third time he's been captain of England, but the first time at Wembley. Pfister. Barberis, Botteron, Pfister again, this time to Hermann. Wide here for Tanner. Botteron, Verley, Botteron, curling that superbly. On the far side there for Barberis, and Barberis again. Bocello Booking, who had one or two injury problems in the first half, comes out for the second half with a pat on the back from manager Ron Greenwood. England captain Mick Mill, and England's free kick. Brooking with it, floated towards Dave Watson, and Mick Mills in line for the highest of the night. And a goal kick for Switzerland. And Greenwood's record is certainly a good one. Played 34 while he's been manager. 122 and lost only 5. Here's Switzerland again. Marty. And a throw to Ireland. Interesting character, Peter Marty. He made his first appearance for Switzerland some 9 years ago. He was on as a sub for 25 minutes. And then had to wait 9 years for his next appearance. That was against Norway 3 weeks ago, and then he gets dropped and brought on as a substitute today. Free kick to England again. The foul on Tony Woodcock by Hans Hermann. Booking with the kick. Plays it short here for Sanson. Mills. Sanson again. Booking. Right foot cross curling in there, but always inviting the keeper to come out and make that sort of catch. A little throw here to Barberis. Going past Egley. And a foul there on Coppell, giving the free kick to England. A little chip in there. Phil Neal, a good run by him, and a cross straight to the keeper again as Woodcock closed in. So Hammond playing it forward here. Elsener for Ludi. Egley having it cut out by Mills. Booking again, but stopped by Ludi. Elsener. And that's another throw to Switzerland. Pfister was number 7. Leaving it for Hermann. On Marty. Another throw to Switzerland. Potter on. Elsener, two of the more experienced players in this Swiss side. Potter on again. It's only 25 Potter on. He's already won 45 caps. Long ball forward by Geiger. And Phil Neal playing it back. Now Robson. Good first half for him in an unfamiliar role and doing what all good sweepers should do. When the chance to come forward is there, he takes it, even past a referee who'd been bowled over in the process. Neil in a bit of trouble, and Moody is through with a chance to pull one back now for the Swiss. And Watson goes in there, and Mills goes in there. And it was Mills who made the saving challenge there when suddenly Ludi was through. Too much time, if anything. There goes Mills. And away for the corner. Ludi looking slightly pensive there. I think he may have felt that it was rather a juddering challenge from behind by the England captain. Might have had something more than a corner. Certainly was a bit of slackness there by England. And it's presented now Switzerland with the corner. It could have presented much more, but Shilton really barged into the post there by Egley. And a free kick to England. Robson. By Verli. It's Pfister. Now Botteron. Tiger. Ludi. Egley, who's on for Tanner. Egley again. Tanner it was who put through his own goal for England's first goal. And Egley's pass hit much too strongly. Kenny Sansom. Woodcock having a battle there, got the better of Herman and he's on his way. Ludi's after him though, and Woodcock fouled there by the Swiss number 4. It's a free kick to England. On his night, I think he feels he was deprived of something at the other end, and now he gets a free kick given against him for what he felt was an innocuous challenge there on the England number 11. But the Dutch referee saw it another way and looking now, preparing to take this free kick for England. Mills is close at hand as well. Looking with it. Curling in there towards Dave Watson. Mariner! No! Not allowed! Linesman flagging and the referee sprinting across there to disallow that goal again, claiming that Mariner, well, we didn't see the start of his run, but that looked to me as though it was a very well-timed run. The linesman and referee were in agreement that it was offside, and so for the second time tonight England have had a goal disallowed. One by Tony Woodcock and now one by Paul Mariner. The ones that are counted are the own goal by Tanner and the header by Mariner. Herman now for Switzerland. Elsener. Ludi. On the back heel, he wasn't looking, and it went to Woodcock, and Woodcock's pass in the end goes to Barberis. Pfister. Elsener. Here's Koppel. And now Brooking. Woodcock outside him. Koppel supporting him. Mariner wide on the far side. A great run by McDermott, and close at hand here, Mickey Mills. Brooking! Oh, he didn't begin to catch it properly. But in its way, it almost might have fooled that Swiss keeper, who'd started his dive and almost had to hold up on it. Nice little ball played in there by Mills, and here are Switzerland again, though, with Pfister. Barberis. Verli. Pfister. Herman. Verli. And now a chance for England to break. Woodcock again. Koppel through the middle. Brookings making up ground. Mariner's on the far side. Woodcock's got a few problems of his own, but gets a corner in the end. Oh, for number 4, Heinz Ludi. And Brooking again with it. Short to Kenny Sansom. Well, that was never going to come to a great deal, and in the end, Elsener is there to stopping them making any progress at all from that corner, and it's a goal kick for the Swiss. Misjudging that slightly and then conceding a free kick. Free kick already taken. Barberis played in here for Pfister, played wide and played wide well there for Elsener. And Neil quite comfortably cutting out the cross. It's with Mick Mills. And a lot of space here for Sanson to gallop across and get possession. England 2 goals to the good, but so much in command that they'll be disappointed indeed if they don't add to it. Against a Swiss side that really don't look capable of defending all that efficiently. Woodcock again. It's now Marty. Botteron. Elsener, nice little touch in there for Barberis, and played again nicely there. If Elsener, no, he can't quite keep it in. I think if I were a Swiss fan, though, I would want to see René Botteron playing a much more positive role than he is. He seems, with all that skill, to be wasted just perched in front of their back 4 all the time, and could cause him a lot of problems if he were pushed a little further forward. As it is, it's Robson going on a run from the back. Botteron, you see, right back there again, so deep. Now Marty. Elsener with that big upright stride of his. Looked for the ball there, but Koppel denied him, but it's a throw to Switzerland. Elsener. Again, Phil Neal. And now Dave Watson. And now McDermott. And in the end, played behind Tony Woodcock for a throw to Switzerland. Geiger. Coming towards the end of the first quarter of an hour of the second half. And Ludi on the ball here for Switzerland. Another throw to Switzerland. Ludi with it. Barberis. Trying to get a 1-2 going there. It'll come for Pfister. And the referee watching that situation so closely, they get a goal kick, England. And the crowd, as you can probably hear, trying to raise England now to look for that 3rd and maybe 4th goal. 2-0 up at the moment, and Brooking in possession for them. 14 minutes of the second half gone. Robson. Koppel's gone on the run down on the right-hand side, but it's a poor ball, that one. It'll come eventually here for Sanson. Now Brooking. Still in play. Ludi. Herman. Oh, Geiger. And Botterill. Well, a slip by Marty gives Robson possession again. Mariners, short touch there for McDermott. And Coppell wanted that to come just a little quicker to him, and it was Verley who made the interception. And here's Elsener again, who's got Barberis in the middle, and Marty as well, and Shilton is down. Good break there by Elsener. He's been around a fair bit. He's played with Eintracht Frankfurt and played here twice, in fact, in both those games in 75 and in 77. This will be Mills. No, the ball is out of play. England's throw. So a quarter of an hour of the second half gone. That's how we stand. Brookings cross. Otter on away. Shadowed by McDermott. Here's Ludi. Otter on again. Challenge that time by Coppell dispossessing him. McDermott to Brooking. Played in again for McDermott if he can get there, but Botterill should get back first. And in fact, the referee not happy with the way that McDermott went into the back of the Swiss captain. I don't think Botterill was all that keen on it either. Obstruction there by Herman on Brooking. Free kick to England. Here's Coppell. Sanson outside him. It's a deep cross again towards Paul Mariner once more. Mariner, you can see, felt that was a corner, but it's a goal kick for Switzerland. Sanson's cross. Well, it's hard. In fact, it looked as though it may have been the Swiss defender who did head it over. Takes a bit of time over his goal kicks, does Bergener. Barberis in for Pfister. Barberis. Again cut out by Ludi. Elsener. Straight off his teammate, back again. England felt there was a handball there, but it's Herman again, finding Pfister. That's an extraordinary ball to play. It's a throw to England. Disenchanted, I think, with England. It seems to have gone a little bit slack on them at the moment, but here's Woodcock trying to make something of it. Coppell trying to get through the middle as well, but it's Woodcock who's down injured with the game going on. Marty. The legs of Sanson, or has he? He's got a corner as the Swiss. Woodcock on his feet again and jogging back into the English half of the field. Elsener with the corner. back to him. Elsener trying to get there past Brooking, and it's another corner, this time off Phil Neal. Still chipping it in there. There's Mariner right back there who got that header in. Egley finding Barberis. Botteron. And Mills getting it away. But not very far. Goal kick. The England side and the crowd at the moment not quite as buoyant as it was in those minutes leading up to half-time when Paul Mariner had scored that second goal for England, and we looked for something really to cheer for the rest of the night. It's not that the Swiss are playing any better, it's just that England seem to be going through a rather lackadaisical period at the moment, and to be honest, against a side like this, having gone 2 up relatively early in the game, they should really be making hay now. As it is, the Swiss get a free kick. It's Botteron with it to young Geiger, playing his first game for his country. Ludi. Pfister. Elsener. Good run here by Marty. And a good cross by him as well. That was as well for England. Nobody was storming in on the far post there. Verley with this cross. And Shilton pushed it away, but I think the ball must have gone out of play on the far side before Verley crossed it in. It's a free, or rather a goal kick to England. Robson stumbling, but the ball with enough momentum to find Mills. And now with Neal. Now Robson again. Playing it wide here for Terry McDermott. Robson again, playing it in for Brooking. And Ludi there, getting it back. Egley, and Woodcock close at hand. Thought from Odie he'd pass it back, but he found Geiger. Now with Ludi. Watson. And the referee has given a free kick to England, but it was not taken from the right place. I don't think what that was. It must have been a Swiss straying offside. Robson. Mariner, back for Brian Robson again, a little bit of acceleration, and the pass this time finding Terry McDermott, the cross coming in, but it's a corner for England. Watson's gone up for this one, and he and Mariner will be the main targets maybe for Brooking if he hoists a fairly deep corner in here. It's a wider one this time towards Brian Robson. In fact, Mills with a chance to play it back here for Kenny Sansom. Oh. That's how much England at the moment have lost it. So it's Geiger for Switzerland. Barberis. And now Verley. Elsener on the far side. Closely watched by Phil Neal. Botteron. Getting forward. Could be dangerous. A little flick here for Barberis. Back again. And just wide there. Well, Botteron was always going to be a danger for England, and it was his little pass there for Barberis. Then to take the return, that's where he lost it a moment. Still recovered enough to get the shot in, just wide. And another little reminder to England that Maybe they need to be a little bit more positive at the other end of the field now. Well, Woodcock went after this one, but it's a keeper's ball. Now Geiger. Ludi, long ball in there. Barberis is right in there. It's as well for England that Robson did that little piece of work there. And then Pfister goes and presents it to Steve Coppell. He's had a quiet second half. He's got the ball through here towards Woodcock. Brought down, free kick. Cross there towards Mariner. Well, I think felt he was obstructed there by the keeper and by Egley. At the moment, a little bit at sixes and sevens, and that's particularly the case in the midfield. It's what you regard as a simple solution to say that you've lost things in the midfield, but I think if you look at the way that Coppell and Brooking and Mills were working and producing things along with McDermott in the first half and what they're producing at the moment, there really is a marked difference in what England are doing. Woodcock's chasing as hard as ever, and Marino's looking as hopefully for everything in the air, but the service in the second half hasn't been nearly as good. Herman hitting it straight to Neil. Cross coming in, Egley getting it away. Brian Robson to Trevor Brooking. And now Mariner. For Brooking again. Ludi sticking close with him. And the referee going in to give a decision of some sort. Against England and Trevor Brooking, a free kick to the Swiss. Switzerland throw. Nelson. Mariner. A little bit of luck went his way then. Watson to Neil. Watson again. Played for Robson. McDermott wanting it to stir things up a little bit. He's got Coppell away on the right. McDermott trying to get it back, but only to the keeper. So Egley now on the ball for Switzerland. Potter on. And Geiger. Barberis. Geiger's through there. Oh. Well, his first international appearance for his country, and he very nearly celebrated with a goal there, except he was about a yard wide. Good shot on the turn, wide of Shilton, just wide of the post. Mills. Well, England have had one or two reminders in this second half, and now Mills wanting to take charge again. Again that space there for him, and again he's using it well. But what's the final pass going to be like? Well, we didn't even get to that. Brooking. Woodcock. Brooking's gone on. Slipping and sliding out there. Mills hitting it first time. Deflected again off a Swiss for a corner. A little shake of the head there from the England captain. I don't think he can quite work it out himself, just where it is that things have been letting his side down in the second half, except that grip in midfield, the creation that was coming from the midfield in the first half with all its simplicity just isn't there at the moment. But still 2-0 up, and here's the corner from Brooking, hit low there towards Mariner. Barberis getting it away. Backward header by Neil. Robson, real up and under there. Mariner, and Egley goes in there. And is that a free kick or is it a corner? It's a free kick to Switzerland. Well, we have a quarter of an hour left now. Egley, the substitute. There's the score with those 15 minutes remaining, as the Swiss come away down the left with Verli, with a lot of pace to them as well. This could be dangerous indeed, and a goal by Pfister. Ball played in superbly there, and how well he struck it. Well, a really unhappy side for England, but something that once or twice in this half you have to say has been on the cards. The Swiss on the break, and wide of Shilton, and up go the Swiss arms, and Pfister has shocked and stunned this English crowd now. Again, there's a hold up while somebody has got onto the field and has to be got off. Well, now we could have a truly interesting 13 minutes or so that remain. Mills is down. Robson is on his way. McDermott is here. A match that looked absolute plain sailing halfway through the first half. Well, here's McDermott. Well, that's not going to answer it. It looked absolutely plain sailing after Mariner had scored that second English goal. But suddenly now, quivers return, and I begin to wonder whether the Swiss can make things even worse in the 12 minutes that remain. They've got the skill when they come forward, because they've shown themselves to be very good counter-punchers. They've got the skill, particularly with people like Botteron here. McDermott's got back there, the cross coming in. It was Brian Robson who got it away, only as far as Elsner. Good crosser of the ball, Elsner, but playing it short in there to Verli. He slipped, and here's Brooking. A free kick to England. It's with Robson. Woodcock trying to make something of it, but young Geiger was there, just flicking the ball out there. Just look how the Swiss have grown a little bit in confidence now since that goal went in. But Neil there had gone straight to Marty, a little touch by him to Herrmann. But now here's Sanson on the break. He's got Mariner and Woodcock up. He's getting some support from behind from Mick Mills. Now what's going to happen? Mills with a deep cross on the far side there. McDermott couldn't quite get into it. Popple's trying to make something of it. Still might try to make something of it, but 3 against 1 is too much even for Koppel, and here comes Switzerland again. The ball out of play for an England throw. Oh, a little over 10 minutes left. Phil Neal with the throw. And a free kick. Foul on Koppel. Quickly taken. Here's McDermott. Played in again for Brian Robson. Trying to get something going maybe with Woodcock. There's a lot of space over on the far side. Botterin, though, trying to do it all himself. And Mills comfortably back to Peter Shilton, who really stood no chance at all with that shot that gave the Swiss their goal. King, Woodcock, the referee, Mills, Robson, McDermott. Played wide, taken by Woodcock. And a corner for England. Brooking again with the corner for England. Again, Dave Watson is up there. Curled in towards him. No, it'll come maybe from McDermott. Barberis is back there along with Elsner, but England get a corner. And I think it won't be long before Trevor Brooking comes off, because I notice that somebody on the bench has got a number 10 board. Brooking on the ball at the moment. Neil. And it's going to be Graham Rix who will come on. Mills leaving the throw there for Sanson. And it's Trevor Brooking going off. I think his effectiveness may have been knocked a little bit by the knocks he himself took in that first half, but during the period when England was so on top, his contribution was a major one, and it subsided a little bit in the second half as the night wore on and the injuries with them, and so he goes off and Graham Rix comes back on. Natural replacement on the left hand side of the midfield. In a matter of about 7 minutes, Rix with his first touch. Sanson. Watson played in too firmly, surely, although Egley is there. Mariner just knocking it off there again for Rix. Here's Sanson. Mills. Mariner was coming in deep there. It was Egley who got that high clearance in. Neil, Woodcock trying to make something. Sanson running there, dancing around, but then in the end it comes out for René Botterin, and his pass finds Pfister, the man who scored the goal. Pfister again. Barberis. Botterin's well forward at the moment. And back it goes from Robson to Shilton. Now Robson. Deep cross again. Mariner hoisting himself up on the far side, disappearing in amongst the press photographers, but getting a corner out of it. Which Woodcock will take now that Brooking's gone off. looked as though there might have been a push there on Mariner as he went for that one. I thought for a moment also it might come for Ricks. In the end, it came for none of them. Robson blasting one in there, deflected off a Swiss for another corner for England. We're looking for a final flurry now from England to stretch it to a more respectable 3-1. Would at the moment be a bonus. Ricks, Robson, but there are too many red shirts there, and it's Egli who gets it away. Sanson, yes, foul there as he jumped there against Marty. Free kick to Switzerland. Potter on, Pfister, Mills, and it's gone straight to Ludi. Holding again for Barberis. Watson is down, it's another free kick, and this could be dangerous. Now the man to watch for here is Potter, and if he's behind this ball, this Swiss free kick could suddenly bring increased danger for England. So let's watch the number 11. He's as good as anybody at curling balls with power around the wall. Although to beat Shilton from that range would be something quite remarkable. But Otteron is behind that ball. Barberis might well play it either short for him or backheel it for Pfister, who's behind him. It's the backheel. It's the shot, and it's wide. And a great sigh of relief from around Wembley. That's how close this match has become. And I suppose the best part of an hour ago, people were thinking it would be one long, joyous night of celebration. Shilton with the kick. And another free kick, again to Switzerland. It's Herman on the ball for them. Botter on the way down the right. René Botter. Ricks is closed in here. Botter on the still, found Herman. Back to Botter on again. In first time this time. Brian Robson with the header. Mariner helping it on. Mills galloping there. And a throw to Switzerland. And here's Geiger. Oh, and offside against Barberis. The flag was up. And if the Swiss get a goal and it becomes 1 point for England instead of 2, that will be a total disaster. As we said at the beginning of the night, the first target for England is to win. If the first target for England is to win, once or twice in the last 10 minutes there have been question marks against that possibility, as the Swiss have come forward with increasing confidence and with a matter of 2 minutes or so remaining, looking for a goal that will level things out at 2-2. Elson now on the ball for them, stopped this time by Graham Ricks. It's with Sanson, and now Watson. Because the other more powerful nations in this group, like Romania and indeed like Hungary, who have yet to play, would expect to, I should think, maybe beat the Swiss by more than the odd goal on their own territory. That's something that England have still to do. They are being pushed back again. Neil trying to get it away, but there seems to be very little likelihood of England springing an attack of their own at the moment. Coming into the last minute of the game now, the feet were too high there, and it's another free kick to Switzerland. Too far out really for Otteron to try anything direct. It's an indirect free kick in any case. Hammond crossing it in, and Ricks getting it away, but only Woodcock up for England. What a difference from the first half, when so often Peter Shilton was the only man in the England half of the field. England's throw. Here's Sanson. He's going the way the crowd don't want him to go. They want him to go forward. Sanson spreads his hands out and says, well, there was nowhere else I could go. Elsener playing it inside, and an offside against Barberis. He's bringing the ball back sportingly, but of course it's also very much in Switzerland's interest that the game gets underway again. And here it is with Ricks, and now with Woodcock, with Mariner lurking on the far post, making a run towards the near post. There he is, flicked back again there. Mills won't get to it, and the Swiss get it away again. It's with Watson. And now Mariner. Looking for a yard. And against the keeper. He played nearly a minute of time added on. And Verli on the ball for Switzerland. That's going out of play. It's a throw to England. Referee looking at his watch. It's Woodcock again. It's now with Ricks. Heading once more towards Copper, but it bounced off Botteron. It's with Mills again. It's now with Woodcock. No, that'll go straight to Elsener. Here comes Herman again, the final whistle. And England have won, and I suppose that's the best you can say, and that was the first target after all. The sad thing from their point of view is that it looked as though it could have been a match that might have been won handsomely, and indeed should have been won handsomely, but England faded away in the second half, and the Swiss really got back into it, with Tanner's own goal, and then the header by Paul Mariner, 2 England goals that were disallowed, and then Pfister coming in to shock England with that goal close to the end. But in the end, England holding out, and as I say, the bonus for them is at least they've got 2 points, even though their goal difference won't have been improved to any great extent. So still to come on Midweek Sports Special tonight, Ron Greenwood's view of that England performance here at Wembley. Action from the World Cup games involving Wales and the Republic of Ireland. News of Northern Ireland in Portugal, and an action preview of that world title fight coming up between Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. As England go off the field then, that all comes up after this break.
tonight with a result. Well, now let's look at Group 6 to see how Northern Ireland are faring. One other World Cup match which doesn't affect the British teams. In Group 5, Denmark beat Luxembourg 4-0 in Copenhagen tonight. Other football news.
Your Grace, I'm sure this is the first time we've had an Archbishop of Canterbury as guest of honour at a Wembley International. Have you enjoyed your evening?
Yes, I've enjoyed it very much. I'm pleased to think that archbishops can still break some new ground. Anyway, it's been a treat for me because I don't often get a night off, and I've had one tonight, and it's the first game I've seen this season, so that's keeping me in touch, I hope, with some of the best things around.
What did you think of it?
Well, I thought it was a good game and lively, and particularly the first half. There was a good pace about it, and I think England slacked off a bit in the middle of the second half, but I enjoyed meeting the players beforehand, and I told Paul Mariner that I understood he was the striker and I was expecting him to strike, which he did, and that pleased me a lot. And I thought that Switzerland played extremely well with great spirit and played right through to the end and were still pegging away. In fact, I thought they might be quite dangerous in that last 10 minutes.
You have a very good background from a footballing point of view. Born in Liverpool, you worked in Newcastle. Do you have any special allegiances in those areas?
Well, I've always been a Liverpool fan, really, since the day I was first taken.
Rather than Everton, does that mean?
Yes, Liverpool definitely, rather than Everton, always have been. And that was in the days when I was brought up, Dixie Dean played for Everton. It was fashionable to support Everton, but I stuck by Liverpool. Of course, my father was a great footballer, and he supported Kilmarnock. And so, in Scottish terms, I've always had an eye for Kilmarnock. And then, of course, in Newcastle, I used to go to St James's Park when I was a curate up there, and Jackie Milbourne was the player in those days.
But you don't, I suppose, get much chance to see games?
I don't get much chance now, and I'd like to go once or twice a year, and was able to get off to Luton from time to time when I was Bishop of St Albans, and Eric Morecambe used to keep me up to the mark on that.
I wonder perhaps if you fulfilled a boyhood ambition tonight in walking on this turf?
Yes, well, I never thought that I'd walk on this turf. It's good to still have some ambitions to fulfill, and it's really been quite a thrill walking on the turf and meeting, and talking with people like Stanley Rouse and some of the other luminaries around. Lord Westwood, we talked about Newcastle United, and Harold Thompson's a great friend of mine, a great character, somebody I admire a lot.
I wonder, finally, Archbishop, if I can ask you about a subject which is very much under discussion at the moment. That's the question of Sunday football. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm not keen on it, and not in any sort of narrow way. I just feel it would spoil something about England, and I gather that the teams in general are not keen on it, and I confess it's not one of the most urgent moral problems in my mind. I have other things that bother me. I don't lie awake at night worrying about Sunday football,
do the general ethics of the game worry you sometimes?
Well, I thought tonight was a very sporting occasion. I thought the crowd was good tonight, really. I mean, obviously, a bit of spirit and a bit of getting at folk, but I have been worried, of course, like most people, about the minority hooligan element. Of course, you know, it's not a simple matter. There are many reasons why.
I was thinking
people
too
should
of the
bear-
way sometimes the players behave on the field, the so-called professional foul and so on. I would have thought wouldn't exactly have appealed to you.
No, I'm not keen on that, and I don't know enough about it because I don't go to football too much these days. So it does, of course, seem to me now. There was an incident in the first half of the game when when Shilton, or was it in the second half, when Shilton was shoulder charged, and now in my youth that would have been perfectly valid. But it was immediately a foul, you see, but a good shoulder charge of the goalie. It was a bit of the robust sort of game we used to play. I think you're right when you talk about the professional type foul. That's the kind of thing which, I don't know, is a bit sort of nasty. I don't mind seeing a bit of robust football and a bit of charging around the place, but it's this rather devious kind of foul, the sort of set-up foul. That's the kind of thing I don't like to see. I didn't see anything of that tonight. I thought it was a very sporting game, and I hope we've come through the worst with that sort of thing. Also, I mean, I get a bit fed up with all this, you know, sort of hugging and mobbing, and I see that that's died off a bit now, and that's interesting that we've got a bit of a break from that.
Grace, I'm glad you enjoyed your evening. Thank you for coming to talk to us.
Very good.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you.
See, it's so distant. You can't really tell, you know. No.